So great to actually meet you in person.
Yes, this is awesome.
We've had a couple of phone conversations.
Yeah.
You brought your daughter.
Yes.
Why did you bring your daughter today?
Moral support. Maybe keep me a little stronger. Don't get so emotional.
Well, that's a big thing for you because in your family, being emotional was viewed as being weak, right?
Right, yeah.
And so you're just now, it's 50 years later,
Learning how to deal with these emotions.
learning how to deal with the emotions. So talk about your relationship with Carol and how you met and who she was to you.
Well, I met her when, Robert and her came back from Minnesota. And I just instantly fell in love with her as a sister. She was kind. She was inquisitive. She put some interest in me. And that was a big thing back then for me.
And you were just 12 years old and she was 18, right?
Yeah.
Or was she 19?
I think she was like 17.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what was it, was that the first time that you'd ever experienced a kindness like that? Like, I don't want to overstate what she meant to you, but it seems like she meant a lot to you in a short amount of time that you knew her.
Yeah, yeah. But I had other people in my life that were kind to me, aunt and uncles. My mom was pretty busy, taking care of 4 kids and working. She was working green chain at a lumber mill. That's hard work.
What was she doing?
Pulling a green chain in a lumber mill. Yeah, that's hard work.
What was that work?
It's you got a line of wood that comes down the line, different sizes, and you got to sort them and stack them, and it comes pretty fast. She would come home with slivers that went all the way through her hands. My mom worked hard.
And she had 4 kids.
Yes, and she bought a piece of land and a mobile home from the money that she saved and worked for. In the 60s. That's a lot for a woman in the 60s.
So, when Carol came, did she come and live with you guys?
Yeah, she did.
And so describe that setup. What was it like? And describe your brother, too. I know we talked about some of these things before, but I just want to kind of, since this is a video interview.
Yeah, when they came back, they moved in with us. I gave them my bedroom, and I slept on a cot in the laundry room, which I was fine with because she was awesome, Mm-hmm. And she was the kind of person, if you met her, you wanted to be her friend. She wanted, everybody wanted around her, be around her, and.
Well, what was it about her?
Her kindness. She was just a real, true person.
Mm-hmm. Can you give examples of because it seems like you were pretty shy too, So how did she get you out of your shell? What did she do? You don't have to worry about getting emotional.
Yeah, I was very shy, especially with the girls. And I was talking to her about a girl named Jo Carol Sanders. And she convinced me to just stay there and talk to her because I would just run away, a little boy at the skating rink. So one day I just decided to stop and talk to her. And we hit it off really well. She came up missing too.
I remember that. So how long, so you saw the immediate fruits of listening to Carol. You could see hey, not only is she nice, but she gives some good advice, right?
Yeah, we talked a lot actually, because there'd be times when she'd be in her bedroom with the door shut. Mm-hmm. And I just got the sense that she was missing her family. So I'd knock on the door and I'd go in there and we would just have a great conversation and, at the end of it, she'd give me a hug and.
So you were there for her too. It wasn't just a one-way street.
Right. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been reading a lot about empaths. It seems like that's what you are, an empathic person, where you feel other people's, sense what they're going through.
Yeah.
And that comes a lot with kids that are neglected. I
have a lot of empathy.
You have a lot of empathy. I mean, it literally, I can feel it. Every time I've talked to you, it feels like you've got a lot of empathy for people. What does it feel like for you that you're getting it directed toward you? Like people are, I know that you're friends with Star and you were friends with Norma. Like what has this experience been like with you having what you refer to as sisters? Talk a little bit about that.
It's kind of a good feeling. You know, I got these people that are surrounding me with kindness, and it's real. It's real kindness, and it's an awesome feeling.
Because I think that we always go to the negative of this case. It's gone on for 50 years. So much has happened. Evidence was lost. People weren't believed, you know, and finally there was some justice. But it's taken a toll on so many people. So many lives have been destroyed.
Yeah.
But there's this positive, like this community of like rallying together. Do you feel that and the momentum that's building?
I do. I feel that with Norma and Star, even Doug. It's like there's a camaraderie there that you only get in certain areas of life. Like like I got it when I was in the Army. You get really close to those guys, and I feel that same way about them. They're my brothers and sisters.
And Doug, you're talking about one of the cold case investigators who came out of retirement again to work this case. What kind of camaraderie have you built with him?
Oh, well, we're gonna go have coffee and hang out a little bit and get to know each other. So I like that. That's awesome. It's good to have good people in your life.
And does he just basically tell you what's going on with the investigation, or like he gives you updates?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was the one that reached out to you in March of 2025. Describe what happened, because before then you weren't really actively involved with the case, right?
Not at all.
Okay. Talk a little bit about your involvement and throughout this process.
Well, they had a commercial on TV asking if anybody had any knowledge of Carol or any family members, so I called him. He said that Doug would like to talk to me, so that's when we came and talked to Doug the first time.
And this was when you found out the cold case unit was reinvigorated. They brought it back. So this was like March 2025. Yeah. And they wanted to know if anybody had any information about Carol.
Right.
Okay. So Doug is the one that reached back out to you. Yes. And what did he say? And were you surprised that all this had been going on behind the scenes?
Yeah, I was very surprised, especially when he talked about the new DNA technology. Before you had to have that hair bulb. Now it's just a little piece of hair, and they can find out everything about you. That's what struck my interest.
So you're hoping that one of Carol's hairs are going to be in the van.
Yeah.
And what were you thinking?
Actually, I was thinking that I don't want to do this, but it feels a sense of responsibility for my brother, Carol, and my mom. So I'm going to do this for them.
Why did you think your first instinct of, I don't want to do this?
It's easier to run. It's easier to hide from this stuff. It's so much easier. But it takes strength to stand up and do what's right. And that's what I need to do.
So what were you running from?
Reality, emotions that I didn't know how to deal with.
And what did they want you to do?
Who?
Doug in the sheriff's office. I know it was very specific.
Yeah, they wanted me to talk with one of the local news channels and put Carol's story out there. So I did that.
And what was the response?
I don't know.
So you didn't have people reaching out to you and saying, hey?
Well, we had a couple people reach out, but they weren't happy.
They weren't happy?
No.
What was the response to you going on the news, the local news program, and talking about Carol?
Well, I had a close relative, that thought it was all bull crap. He thought it was all lies. He pretty much said I'm a piece of crap. He went to my daughter's house and disrespected her. He's a conspiracy theorist. He thinks everybody's out to get him.
But why? Why would he think that most people would be excited, most family members would be excited, I would imagine, that a cold case unit is trying to solve this 50-year-long case. So when you got that, I mean, I see that little boy in you right now. Like, I feel like you're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to step up on your own, which is really tough, and be in the hot white spotlight of these lights, which was not easy, and you're doing it for Carol and your brother and your mother, and then you get that backlash. That had to have been pretty rough.
Yeah, it's like getting knocked back down again. You know, when I was little, if I were to speak when I wasn't supposed to, I got a hand.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like that, but this time I'm not going to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stand up, because this is the right thing to do. I don't really care what he thinks. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's time to do the right thing, and I'm going to do it.